Well, everybody, welcome to a night at the races, and we are here in Shetmore, Kansas at the Great American Dirt Track, and we're just a few miles up the road where Stephen King
for his quest
lived and grew up.
As Michael Woodruff took home
and man, this is what you might call sprint car country right here. You can see just here on the first night of racing, got a good crowd that has come out. See this first night of qualifying here at the Great American Dirt Track. Terrific crowd on hand. I think we've got like 45 410s. Probably just about the same amount of 305s.
And now, of course, what a lot of you guys are out here to see this evening,
where sprint car racing,
your American Bank of Oklahoma ASCS Sooner Region combined with the NCRA.
Here at the Great American Dirt Track with Tony Bruce Jr. Tony wearing kind of double hats tonight, but it looks like right now you got the driver hat on because you're over there at the fence watching them go around.
Yeah, exactly. You know, everybody always wonders if I can win one of these races, and we have before, so, you know, it really doesn't affect me too much. A lot of the work is already done before we even get here, and so, you know, it makes my job easier. I got a lot of great people that help me out, like my family, my girlfriend, she's here. I mean, I've got a lot of great people that make me look a lot better than probably what I am.
Okay, let's stay on the driver car aspect. From what I understand, now you got a brand new car, brand new motor. Yeah, it's a brand new car this week, brand new motor. You know, we've kind of tore up pretty much everything that we had earlier this year, and this year we started running Joe Gertie engines, and you know, they've been really strong all year long. They run really good. They had a new fresh piece that they wanted to try out this weekend, so we shipped her down and put her in the car, and here we are. Okay. Boy, a lot of good drivers here tonight. I mean, this is going to be tough to pull off. From what I understand, if I remember right, these figures somebody told me, I think it was Patrick Johnson, 46 305s, 39 360s.
I think we even have more. I think we got like over 40 360s now too. So we got over 40 cars in each division. I mean, there's just, you know, I mean, where else can you go get 90 sprint cars in Southwest Kansas other than here at the Great American Dirt Track?
Yeah. Well, and here's the good part, folks. This is just the first night. We'll have this up on YouTube, by the way, by morning, I hope. This is just the first night, so there's still a chance you can come tomorrow night and catch the big show, because even at that, this is still a big night tonight, because I understand $3,000 to win both nights.
Yeah, it's $3,000 to win both nights, and we also give an overall champion bonus of $2,000 for the guy that had the best weekend. You get heat race points and A-main points each night, so, I mean, you know, we add that up, add all the points up, and then whoever had the best weekend gets crowned overall champion, $2,000 bonus. Yeah. And like you say, I mean, there's just a lot of great cars here. I mean, there's several drivers that I didn't expect to be here, but, you know, I mean, here we are, and we got an awesome field of cars. I mean, we got the defending Knoxville Raceway champion, he's here. We got last year's Steve King Memorial winner, he's here. The year before Steve King Memorial winner, he's here. So, I mean, you know, like I say, there's a lot of good cars in this pit area, that's for sure.
Now, are there any different or unique rules that are going to be in place for these two nights that are any different than what ASCS or NCRA normally runs? No,
not really. Normally on a two-day show, they always lock in the top four from the first night. I really hate that rule. And so I told them that wasn't going to happen at my show, and that's what we did. Is we got two complete separate shows. If you win Friday, or if you win tonight, you're going to have to come back, and you're going to have to, you know, earn your way back up to the front again next or tomorrow. So, you know, like I said, that's the only difference for the weekend.
Yeah. Okay, one other, or a couple more questions. One, we were out, as you say, at the fence watching the track there a while ago. Looks like the track's going to be really decent tonight. 305s are really kind of turning it over, working that cushion up. How hard is it going to be to turn this track over for tomorrow when we're expecting 95-degree temperatures tomorrow?
Well, Patrick Johnson, you know, the owner here, he's put together a great staff. I mean, they've only owned this thing for 1 year, and the improvements they've already made, the people that they got working here is just unbelievable. I mean, the track crew has been out here. I've been here since Thursday, and they've been out here every single day, longer than what we have. And I mean, these guys know what they're doing. They're farmers. They run tractors. They run dirt. They work with it all the time. They know what they're doing, and I expect to have a good track both nights.
Well, now this is the third annual. One thing I wanted to mention also, kind of something coming up. I think you got a race coming up at I-80, if I remember right. You're going to be promoting up, or I'm sorry, Eagle.
Yep. Yeah, we got the Eagle Nationals coming up June 10th and 11th. You know, that's another big stop for the ASCS National Tour. we're really looking forward to that. And I mean, you know, just we had, I think, 48 cars in the pit area last year. Had some great racing, good cars there. I mean, a great turnout, and you know, we expect the same for this year.
Yeah. Okay, folks, once more, this is just the first night. So if you get to see this video, come on down to Jetmore tomorrow night, because they're going to be running again here at the Great American Dirt Track. Tony, thanks a lot. I appreciate it, buddy.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
As well.
They got a little bit out of shape that last go around. We're going to try this thing one more time. Caden Taylor, no use of the limbs from the waist down. Pilots the car with hand controls on the steering wheel. He'll bring him around. Richie Duel drops down to the inside door of Caden Taylor, and Caden will fight back down the back straightaway. Out in the no man's land is a 12S, but Zach Blurt slips by to the runner-up position, and Zach coming from the outside of row number 2, using the momentum to carry himself around the track. On the top side, he will now set his sights on your leader. And we will go with 1 lap complete. Caden Taylor, Zach Blurt side to side. The 2J around the 16, down the back straightaway. But he's trying to hold it together out there. We are watching the racetrack as there is action all over the place. Blurt into 1 and 2 now. Your leader, followed by the 16 of Taylor. Gavin Stout down on the bottom side. Around the 83 of Michael Woodruff in 4th, and 5th, the 112 of Richie Duel. So they'll be able to definitely fill up the tank of gas and come back tomorrow, I would assume, for night number 2 of our Steve King Memorial. Lights out in the corners. Here we go. Gavin Stout onto the low side of the 2J of Blurton. Unable to maneuver his way around the 2J, Zach Blurton picks up the throttle, carries the momentum down the back straightaway. Here they come. Zach followed by the 15 of Stout, then the 72 of Ray Seaman. Number 97 of Herbert working on the 83, close quarters on the back side with the 83, and side by side with Herbert and Woodruff. Blurton again. There goes Stout. Your top 2 busting out. Michael Woodruff, the number 97 of Brian Herbert, Patrick Burke, Keith Hamel, Tyler Krause, Bob Schaefer, Richie Duel, Lance Davis, Jared Kern, Jerry Caldwell, Caden Taylor, and Judd Schaefer. No passing before they hit that orange cone down there, and here comes Ray Seaman along the outside of Gavin Stout. Battling for the runner-up slot. He will look to roll in your 2nd place position. He's got it. That will set your sights on the leader. Stout will battle back on the low side. Not going to let the Rain Man have it that easy. Meanwhile, trouble down in turn number 2. 27 of Patrick Burke. So we will see. Did they get around? Blurton will idle them around on the bottom side of 3 and 4. 3 to go. Back on the gas, and it will be Blurton, followed by Seaman. Rain Man back up on the top. Zach's right there in the middle. White's out. That just might do it. 1 more set of corners for the teenage sensation. He's going to grab the checkers and his very first A-Main victory. What better place to pick it up right out here than at the Jetmore Motorplex in his hometown. 2nd place, the 72 of Ray Seaman, the 15 of Stout, the 60 Winged Warriors. You see the Lucas Oil pace truck out there ahead of everyone, but that 88 car pacing the 360 field and 2004 ride of Stephen King. So we'd like to have everyone come up to your feet, and you know the drill as we get set to go through your starting lineup. Row number 1, we'll see the hitman, Jason Martin out of Liberal, Kansas. Alongside him, the 76J of Justin Schween. The 74B of Derek Drown out of Amarillo, Texas. The 45X of CJ Johnson alongside of him with Mike Peters and Danny Wood in the 81. Jack Dover and Brian Brown. Brady Bacon and Jeremy Campbell. Taylor Velasquez, pace truck headed infield. We're going to go. Okay. It's very quick. Not wasting any time. CJ bobbles over there. Big time coming off a 2. He gets her saved. Everybody battling for position. Jason Martin, your leader. Derek Drown. Guys trying to hang on. 1 lap down. Jason Martin, your leader, followed by the 74 of Derek Drown. The 53 of Jack Dover, still under the green flag. Trouble over and turn into the 5M. It's the 5M of Miranda Arnold. Why? The 5M Miranda Arnold pulls the caution flag out, and we were early on in our main event, just a few laps into this thing. And Justin Coy in the 21C. Luke Cranston, Pat Stoss, Michelle Decker, Ultra Haynes, Miranda Arnold. They'll match the gas coming off of turn number 4. Jack Dover flies around the 74 of Derek Drown. Jack Dover up to the runner-up spot. He'll work on Jason Martin, the hitman. On the point, setting the pace. In the 1 and 2 they'll go. Martin hanging on. 53 of Jack Dover in the runner-up position. 74 of Derek Drown, the 51 of Mike Peters, and Danny Wood, your top 5. Taylor Velasquez way up to the top side, into the jump, has to gather it back up, loses several positions. Schween, Campbell, Joe Wood Jr., Brian Brown, Tony Bruce, Gary Lee, they all go by. Luke Cranston down to the bottom of turn number 2. He's way out of shape.
Brown's going high.
Brown way up into the top, trying to get the cushion to come in. Campbell around Schween. Johnson's up there behind the 81. Tire off. We've got a caution on the backside. That's the 100 of Zach Chappell. Zach Chappell. Tire bouncing. Maybe it'll end up pretty close to where. Here we go again. Hang on to your hats, race fans, as the hitman will idle them off of turn number 4. He'll mash the gas, green flag drops, and here we go. Martin protecting the bottom. Peters around the number 99 of Bacon. Bacon trying to slip down there. CJ Johnson to the inside of Danny Wood, trying to make a move. Brian Brown up on the top side, and see if he can get that cushion to go in. CJ Johnson working on Danny Wood. He's got him down the back straightaway. They almost slide it up into Peters. Everybody gathers it back up. Leader Jason Martin at the flag stand. Jack Dover, Derek Drown, Brady Bacon, Mike Peters, 45X, CJ Johnson. Danny Wood goes back underneath of the 45X, almost like he's standing still. Drives her way hard into 3 and 4, and CJ will cross him back over on the low side. Side by side down the front chute with the 45X, and CJ Johnson now back around. We've got a new leader off of turn number 4, the gas man of Jack Dover. Martin will battle back, and they'll drive it hard down into 1 and 2 on the bottom side. Jason, a lot of brake, has to check up. Derek Drown gets by. Here comes the 99 of Brady Bacon. Jeremy Campbell working on the low side of Danny Wood now. Action all over the place. It's your 360 main event. The guys are flying out there off of turn number 4 one more time. There's your leader, Jack Dover. Derek Drown, Jason Martin, Brady Bacon, Mike Peters, 45X of Johnson in 6th. Campbell, Danny Wood, Brian Brown, Tony Bruce Jr., Joe Wood Jr., Taylor Velasquez, Gary Lee Meyer, Michelle Decker, Miranda Arnold Stasa, the 81AU of Gavin Punch, Justin Schween, and Cole Trahane. Leaders will see the backside of the markers, the lap traffic in view for the gas man of Dover. Jason Martin battling to get around Bacon. Bacon trying to whip it around 1 and 2. Leader, the 53 of Dover. Derek Drown hot on his heels as they'll go 1-2 down the back straightaway. They're in the lap traffic right now, trying to weave their way in and out. They will split almost Coltrane in the 77. Now Drown up trying to jump the top side. Dover is by. And Drown gets hung up. Bacon to third. Jason Martin drops to fourth now. Peters your top 5 with the 45X. Johnson 6th. Campbell 7th. Danny Wood. Brian Brown and Tony Bruce Jr. Then Joe Wood Jr. Gary Lee Meyer. Taylor Velasquez. Still under the green flag. And Jazz Man weaving his way in and out of the lappers. Derek Drown, your second place runner, in the number 99 of Brady Bacon. And Jason Martin 4th, with Peters 5th. After getting involved in a melee last night at RPM Speedway, Peters up in the top 5. Martin slow off of turn 2, and Peters almost runs him over. Derek Drown splits 3 cars. The 19 of Staza, the 20 of Cranston. He's got to get around the 81 AU of Gavin Punch now. Meanwhile, Dover gets hung up behind the 5M of Arnold. Down the back straightaway goes your leader. Derek Drown will now clear the 81 AU of Gavin Punch. Brady Bacon in third. Martin, Peters, CJ Johnson, good battle. Campbell gets underneath of the 45X. Jeremy Campbell around Johnson. He'll battle back. Tony Bruce as slow on the back straightaway. And he comes to a stop. Yellow, yellow, yellow. This will be interesting. He had just gotten around a 45X, did Jeremy Campbell. We got action all over the place. As your top 2 cars starting to break away from the field. Mike Peters in the 51. Gets back underway. It'll be jacked over. CJ blocks that E85. He will check him up, and Campbell will lose some momentum. Brady Bacon around your lapped traffic now, and he's going to try to run him down. Dover out to the lead, followed by the 74, Derek Drown, Brady Bacon. Jason Martin 4th. Mike Peters 5th. Johnson. Battling Trehane and Danny Wood.
Top side's coming in.
Brian Brown continuing to be up on the top side and get it to come in, and he's getting a nice run off at 1 and 2. He's trying to fly up there. Danny Wood slides through the field. Johnson trying to hold it. Got a car slow on the back chute. Brady Bacon. Brady Bacon.
Off in the snow.
Everybody getting involved with looking for Covington's tire. Everybody wondering. I didn't know that was such a big deal.
Apparently they put a reward out for it.
A bounty. Maybe a bounty on... Everybody's getting in the action here. Everybody's looking for Covington's tire. A couple of lap cars of Stassa and Cranston in there. And CJ Johnson is 5th.
Back up.
Trying to tighten them up here as they'll roll them off of 4. Around the 36 of Martin, here comes the 45X of CJ Johnson. Battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th as they'll throw it into 3 and 4. 53 Dover. Here comes CJ Johnson, the 4th. Terrible restart, and now Jeremy Campbell along, and now Martin off the pace. Martin is off the pace into 3 and 4. Just like that, Jeremy Campbell up into the top 5 as he'll blast by Cranston and Stassa. Brian Brown works underneath of the 20. Martin trying to get it to the pit area, and he does. New leader, the 76 of Derek Drown. Derek Drown, your new leader, the 53 of Dover. In the runner-up spot, being shuffled to second. 51 of Mike Peters, C.J. Johnson, and Jeremy Campbell.
Making a run at it.
Trying to get him on the bottom side. C.J. will pull him down the straightaway. Here's your battle for 4th and 5th. Campbell looking good on the low line. Johnson way up on the top side, kind of in no man's land. He'll try to slam the door on Campbell, and he does. Pull your ears in, and 45X and C.J. Johnson will try to hold off Campbell. Meanwhile, battle for the lead continues. There goes Dover. That's going to do it. Derek, right?
Derek.
All right, we're here with the winner tonight of the Friday night show here at the Great American Dirt Track for the Stephen King Memorial. Jack, I know that's not the way you want to win this race, but you were declared the winner by the other driver being disqualified. Drought, I believe is his name.
Correct. About 4 to go, I heard him say something over my radio, and slowed up in turn 2, and that's when he passed me, and I realized the green flag was still on, and everybody was still racing, so I got back in the gas, and he ended up taking the checker flag before I did. But we were real close, even after slowing up. So, and then he come up here and they disqualified him for his nose wing being too far forward. So we ended up winning, not the way I wanted to win, but we know we can run up front and we can come back tomorrow and beat them all.
I was going to say the rest of the race, except for that little part there at the end, man, you were gone. I mean, you were flying, and I was kind of surprised. I thought, well, what happened? But that explains it to me now. Now I know.
Yep. We always do good at this track. I mean, we won it the first year they had the Steve King Memorial here, and then we ran from like 13th up to 3rd last year, and then we won again tonight. So this track's treat me right.
Yeah. Well, and you know, of course, there's an extra little bonus this year too. I guess it's $2,000 for the guy with the most points. So you should be right in there for that too.
Yeah, I should be right up there with Brown and all those guys. So that'd be really nice to pick that $2,000 up. I guess we'll find out Monday night where we're at.
Yeah. All right. Well, once again, folks, your winner here at the Great American Dirt Track for the Stephen King Memorial, Jack Dover. Way to go, Jack.
Thank you.